Another big crisis is the political controversy in Virginia over the conduct by the governor, the lieutenant governor, and the attorney general, all of whom happen to be Democrats. Now, what had happened is that the Virginia governor was caught on tape. He conducted a radio interview where he seemed to suggest he was okay with this radical pro-abortion position that babies can be aborted up through the moment of birth and maybe even killed after birth. So that was the position of the governor of Virginia. So the liberal media funnily said that that position, however controversial, wasn't the news. The news was that conservatives and Republicans, quote, pounced on the governor. Pounced on the governor. So it was the conservatives expressing concern, and that was the news, because we don't like conservatives, not the outrageous position of a public official that would see, in my view, innocent unborn human beings killed and babies killed, infanticide. So someone else was outraged by that, and he allegedly leaked to a news site, Big League Politics, a copy of a yearbook photo from the governor's, I think, college yearbook that depicted two individuals, one in blackface and one in a Ku Klux Klan hat. Now, the governor came out and apologized for that, and then he said the next day, well, he wasn't in the photo, and so many have called on the governor to resign. Now, for the Democratic Party, it was a freebie. Obviously, it was consistent with their principle that if you've made a racially insensitive comment or appeared in blackface or even jokingly referred to the Ku Klux Klan, that was made you unfit for anything, let alone public office. And it was convenient for them because it put the pro-infanticide position of their allies in Virginia off the front pages. Then this erupted, because the lieutenant governor, who they would have been happy to have take over as governor if Northam, the governor, was forced out, is another radical pro-abortion politician. But then it turned out that the lieutenant governor had a problem in the sense that an individual he had a liaison with accused him of sexual assault. And of course, the media has known about this accusation for some time, but has refused to report out on it because it was he said, she said, according to the Washington Post. Now, compare and contrast, and I don't know if the lieutenant governor did anything wrong. This woman has come forward. She's made the accusation. He's confirmed they had the liaison. He says it was consensual. She says it was not. And there's other information that suggests she may be telling the truth, but you know, in the end, a case like that, it would be up to a jury to decide. Now, do I think he needs to resign? I don't know. But the left's own standards would be yes. So I don't believe in turning people out of office over prior mistakes or one accusation that hasn't been proven in court. Now, if there's something substantial, maybe there needs to be an investigation. But I tell you what, I went to, and then on top of that, the third in line, so let's say these two end up having to be pushed out. The third in line for the governor of Virginia is the attorney general, another far leftist Democrat. And he confesses to having dressed as Michael Jackson. Maybe I'm confusing the two. Well, anyway, he confessed to appearing in blackface too at a party. My guess is the left will fix this issue by changing their position on people appearing in blackface. They will say that it's actually not disrespectful. And they will say that it actually shows respect for the black experience. I suspect the left is going to do a complete 180 on that. But in the meantime, they have the position that if you've done something like that, you should resign from office. Of course, none of those politicians have resigned from office yet. But the blackface issue to me is a political scandal, and whether they resign or not, that's going to be a political discussion. The more substantial issue in terms of the rule of law is the alleged crime that this Lieutenant Governor Fairfax is accused of in Virginia. Now, I attended the Kavanaugh hearings. I attended at least one of the initial hearings, and then I attended the terrible, terrible hearing at which the woman accuser testified, and then Kavanaugh testified. I witnessed the Democratic senators demanding a full-on, expansive FBI investigation into the accusations against Kavanaugh. Accusations which, compared with the accusation against Lieutenant Governor Fairfax, were ridiculous and probably didn't warrant any investigation other than, tell me what happened. Thank you. This is not credible. We're going to move on. I've yet to hear any of these same senators, and maybe they've said it and I haven't heard it, but I suspect I'm correct here, call for an FBI investigation into the sexual assault allegation against the rising star Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, Mr. Fairfax. I haven't seen it. So you can bet Judicial Watch will be asking questions about all these issues through the law that we're able to use, the open records law in Virginia. So all three members, the Lieutenant Governor, the Governor, the Attorney General will all be getting questions about their own scandals and information about their colleagues' scandals. But what a mess in Virginia.